the deepest of cuts right there. You just heard from the Headless Heraseman. That was a track called Ghost Rock and Roll Graveyard. Before that, we heard from our old pals, the Misfits, off of the remixed Project 1950, You're the Devil in Disguise. And we kicked off the broadcast this evening with some local music. We heard from Shore City, The Ghost of John Crosland. You are tuned into the Tony Jones Show, online at tonyjones.org, facebook.com/Tony Jones Show, and on Twitter at Tony Jones in RI. Thanks for tuning in, hanging out with us as we spin the best local music around. My co-host, Mr. George Garner, is here, and I'm talking with Joe and Drew from 30 Silver, the Boston-based heavy grunge rock and roll-ish type band. Gentlemen, good evening.
Hey, Tony.
So as you're coming up in bands, and we talk about this here a lot because I'm obsessed with it. I'm obsessed with the alternative media and the technology part of things. How have you seen local music and music in general change and kind of morph throughout the years?
It's a really kind of interesting question. I don't think I've ever actually been asked that one before. I mean, I've noticed a lot of follow the leader, but I guess that always happens.
Yeah.
Of, this band started to see some success. Quick, everyone imitate that. I've actually noticed kind of a return to the old school kind of ways of I still go out and I get the best results when I hang a lot of flyers and pass out a lot of handbills. And a lot of when people pick up our CDs tend to be at shows versus, say, putting it up on Twitter and Facebook and being like, hey, everyone come look at this.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing with social media is that it's not particularly social anymore.
Well, there's too much noise on it, too.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you single out one show? I mean, out of... Yeah, it's like junk mail used to be. And snail mail. It's clogged.
You're, inundated with it. I know guys that... And, I mean, I love them to death. They're great guys, but every post is, this is my band, and eventually it's just like...
I don't give a rat's ass about your damn band.
It's not even I don't give a damn. It's like it just becomes like a blind spot of like, okay, you're scrolling through, okay, there's that. Keep going.
Yeah, that's actually, yes, you nailed it. Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
I'd follow the band page for everything about the band.
Yeah.
Like for you, it's like obviously you're going to be interested. Obviously, we post things about our band as we're playing and whatnot. But I also, if I'm following you as a person, I want to know everything or what else is going on in your life, not necessarily shouldn't be just another avenue for the same things that I can see on your band page.
Does that help? I mean, in other words, you have a band, right? You want to put the music out there. You want to put information about the band out there. How much does that help? In other words, okay, today I had 3 wines for breakfast. You know what I'm saying? In other words, how does that? Does that really help that much, or does it?
I don't know that it helps that.
I've wondered about that. I've gone back and forth on it.
I don't know how much it helps that much. I mean, basically anyone who comes to my personal page really expects to find the band and pictures of cats. Pictures of my friend's angry cat that I keep an eye on over the holidays. He's like the Tony Jones of cats. I'll note he's the most gigantic thing you'll ever see. He's really impossibly tall.
Interesting to George's point where sometimes the actual the writing or conveying of the message doesn't really get much traction, but anybody who just posts crazy stuff like cats on Instagram and Twitter, it's huge. You become like a little Kim Kardashian. And pugs. Anybody who posts a picture of a pug, guaranteed success.
I post on the band's Instagram page, and if I post hey, we've got this song coming out, here's a clip of the video for our new song, it's a couple people
cool.
Pay attention. I'm like, look at this tubby fat-ass tuxedo cat. Look at it! And it's like, wow, the entire internet looked at that for 5 seconds, didn't they? Holy crap.
Yeah, the only question, though, is if the people who looked at the pug and or the cat will download the music and go to the show.
They will not.
They will not. Right, so...
Because they're at home looking at pugs and cats.
They will not, yeah. The cat's not at the show, man. Nor is the pug.
That maybe is where we're going wrong. We need to have the cats at the show.
How about...
The cat will murder an entire crowd.
We're going to have to book a show at an animal shelter.
People will come just for the entertainment.
Well, not murder an entire crowd. How about murdering the cat?
No.
In other words, you see, you put these two things... I'm drawing two strings together here. First, you put the pug and or the cat to grab the attention. Then you make it very clear that unless everyone comes to the show, you will smash this friggin' pug with a sledgehammer. Unless everyone comes to the show.
It's a bad bluff. Everyone that ever meets me knows that I could not hit a pug. Or a cat. Or any animal, really.
Hand me the sledgehammer. I hate pugs.
No. They're God's majestic little mistakes, man.
Kind of like the duck-billed platypus.
No, I don't even.
No, that's God's drunken mistake.
No, not even.
That's
no.
the spare parts.
A pug is not a mistake. A pug is a deliberate offense to dogs.
I was going to get you a pug as a wedding gift, so.
I just got mad at what other people were doing with their
Then
dogs.
I'm
and
glad,
said,
I'm
"See what
glad I
can do."
brought this up. So, yes.
And realized George had such strong feelings on pugs.
I didn't until right now.
30 Silver is in studio. You were tuned into the Tony Jones Show. We're going to get back to some local music, and on the other side of this, I'll see if 30 Silver can strap on that acoustic guitar and give us in-studio cut here. But before that, we're going to hear from the Dipods. The name of this track, Die a Little. You heard it right here on the Tony Jones Show.
What's the 18 years? a machine. I'm a cold killer, I'm as mean as can be. My trail, it leads to death. Look in my eyes and take your last breath. It was a ghost town, gunfire. Well, I remember growing up, all the parents said I played too rough. My mama said I was different, conceived by Satan. It was a ghost town, gunfire. Now here I am, still drinking away. When a young lady came and sat next to me, she said, "Hey, are you the devil's boy?" I turned my head, she shot me dead on the floor. It was the ghost town, gunfight.
Ghost Town Gunfight, the name of that one. The Gore-Gons, right here on the Tony Jones Show. Before that, we heard from the Dipods, Die a Little. Facebook.com/Tony Jones Show, on the almighty Twitter @TonyJonesInRI. Of course, be sure to go to TonyJones.org and RIFreeRadio.org. My co-host George Garner is here. 30 Silver is here, and they're going to perform live for you right here on the Tony Jones Show. This is your first time attempting the acoustic side of things?
Not our first time, but first time in front of people. And so we decided to play a song for our friend Dave, who I hope is listening out there. It's from the greatest band to ever come out of the state of Rhode Island, and that would be Crinkly Ass Crackers. He's Pirate Cat, Pirate Cat, Pirate Cat, Pirate Cat. He's got a little eye patch and a feather in his cap. He's Pirate Cat, Pirate Cat, Pirate Cat, Pirate Cat. He's got a little eye patch and a feather in his cap. He doesn't need a hook, 'cause he's got his little claws. He ate his bird, left it at the door. He doesn't wear pantaloons 'cause he's a fluffy little cat. He's Pirate Cat, Pirate Cat, Pirate Cat, Pirate Cat. He's got a little eye patch and a feather in his cap. He's Pirate Cat.